This is the first time Camp Mystic is releasing a statement with a number of deaths. And in this statement, Camp Mystic says it is grieving the loss of 27 campers and counselors following the catastrophic flooding on the Guadalupe River. The statement goes on to say, our hearts are broken alongside our families that are enduring this unimaginable tragedy. We are praying for them constantly. We have been in communication with local and state authorities who are tirelessly deploying extensive resources to search for our missing girls. We are deeply grateful for the outpouring of support from community, first responders, and officials at every level. We ask for your continued prayers, respect, and privacy for each of our families affected. May the Lord continue to wrap his presence around all of us. I just can't stop thinking that it was just a little over a week ago that parents dropped their young children off to have the best 4 weeks of their life at Camp Mystic, a camp I attended 30 years ago. And now some of those same parents are going to the local funeral home to potentially identify their child. It's just beyond comprehension, the heartbreak here. You feel it all around. This is the first time.
Camp Mystic is not an all-Caucasian camp. And I love finding freaking evidence just so I can shut y'all down on this daggone internet. And I'm talking about to the ones that sit here and keep on talking mess about this being an all-Caucasian camp. It don't matter even if it was at the end of the day. These are kids. These are still people that freaking are losing their lives out here in Texas that we all need to be praying for. I don't even care if the person don't even freaking like black people. If they're racist, everybody still need to be prayed for. Everybody still need to be captured and helped when it comes to this situation. Like, people real life have lost their lives. People are still literally fighting to get out of this freaking disaster. This is a natural disaster. I don't care about none of that at this time right now. But I did want to come on here just to show y'all idiotic fucking people that it is not all freaking Caucasian camp. Why would they have freaking my color people as staff if that was the case? Wouldn't they hire their own? Wouldn't they? Like, share this video out just so y'all can shut people down how I love shutting people down, because I'm sick and tired of this freaking craziness that is going on. None of this freaking matters. What don't y'all get? I need everybody just to pray for freaking Texas. Not just Camp Mystic, not just these girls, but pray for freaking Texas. And I need y'all to watch this video that I'm about to show y'all right now. I am up. It is 7 a.m. in the freaking morning. But to see this video, y'all, I'm talking about breaking down, crying, dog. Because people can't even get out their daggone house. They cannot get their parents that is elderly, that is, like, what? And y'all got a reason, or y'all want to sit here and talk about race at a time like this? Because this shit can happen to any one of us. Watch this right now. Just watch this. Just watch this.
Come look, we've lost our cars, everything. We've lived here for 30 years and this has never happened. So anybody, please, if you have a boat or something, I need help. I need to get my dad out of here. It's starting to smell like sewer in here.
If you watch this whole video all the way through, y'all already know what to do. Please put Texas flood down in the daggone comments, or put some prayer hands. Put some prayer hands.
Call it the known missing, which is the 27 camp kids that are missing. We will not put a number on the other side because we just don't know. Campers are coming in for 4th of July weekend. People are camped along the riverbank. People are coming in to visit. There's a number that we just don't know yet.
You don't get the quality of the forecast and the watches and warnings and alerts if you don't have the people and the observational capabilities, and you can't fly the planes, or the satellites are not giving you the data. You're going to suffer.
She was so nice, and I just miss her so much.
16 missing campers from Camp Mystic have now been confirmed deceased after the catastrophic floods in Texas. 11 young girls and 1 counselor are still missing. At a press conference this morning, the sheriff said, "We extend our sincerest condolences to every family affected. We're working nonstop to reunite families and will keep searching until everyone is found." The death toll has climbed to 67 across 5 counties. In Kerr County alone, there are 59 deaths, 39 adults, and 20 children. The flooding hit central Texas early Friday when the Guadalupe River rose over 20 feet within just a couple of hours. Some say it became overwhelming in less than an hour. Floodwaters washed out roads, destroyed cars, and caused severe damage. This area is normally a peaceful vacation spot, but the river turned deadly. Here you can see debris piled on a bridge after the water receded. Latest totals: 59 deaths in Kerr County, 4 in Travis, 3 in Burnett, and 1 in Kendall. Please keep these families in your thoughts and stay alert if you're nearby. Follow all evacuation orders and safety updates.
Hey, look, check this out. You know them girls, right? The girls that went missing in a camp due to the flooding? Oh, you won't believe it. They found them. They found them. Look, check this out. Especially that one. That one specifically. Look. Those are the girls that are missing, right? That were missing. Look, that one looks familiar too. Give it a second. Look, check this out, right? It's crazy, bro. They found them. I promise. They show it on the news. No, man, I'm not playing. Look. See? There they are. Look at that. None of them are crying. They're not dirty. And look. This one's smiling. Look at that. There's a couple on there smiling. There's even one with a crest has dummy helmet on. I don't know what that is though. But look. Yep, they found him. Look, there's a one with a bicycle helmet. Watch. Doesn't this one look familiar though? Check this out. Look at that. Huh?
My son Benny, who's right behind my shoulder there, he heard the screaming and ran to me in my room. "Mom, someone's screaming to get out." It was all in seconds. We opened the front door and I just remember screaming. I just completely lost it.
The big question was, what do we do? And, you know, things were getting dicier by the moment. We couldn't tell if the water was going to continue to rise. So I said, we need to get out of the house. So I grabbed my wife and we literally jumped in the water and it swept us down to about 200 feet down that way. And there's a crepe myrtle tree that we grabbed hold of and we waited for rescue.
Yo sentía que estaba en un sueño. No pensé que fuera verdad. Nunca entendí la gravedad del asunto hasta que lo vimos cuando salimos en los camiones del Army. Fue algo terrible porque hace una semana nosotras estábamos durmiendo en esa sucursal del campamento. Entonces simplemente fue increíble saber que nos movieron del campamento por algo. Estábamos en el otro campamento y pues estamos vivas.
These two 19-year-old girls are heroes and they deserve to be recognized, okay? When everything started, there was just rain and panic, okay? These two wrote every last girl's name on their arm just in case they didn't make it so that they would be identified. How smart is that? And how many people could do that in the midst of crisis? Silvana Valdez and Maria Zarate. They were in charge of 20 girls on that day. They had no parents, no power, no signal on that day. But instead of flipping out, they stayed
calm. They also stayed brave, and they started to move the girls to higher ground. But see, in the midst of all of this, they did not give up hope. They sang to the girls. They even played games, but most importantly, they prayed with them. Every single one of those girls survived. Do you hear me? All heroes don't always wear uniforms, okay? Y'all, Silvana, Maria, say their names because they deserve it.
We're at Camp Mystic looking for our kids. There's over 20 of them still out there. 8 to 9-year-old girls going into 3rd and 4th grade.
We couldn't tell if the water was going to continue to rise, so I said we need to get out of the house. So I grabbed my wife and we literally jumped in the water, and it swept us down to about 200 feet down that way. And there's a crepe myrtle tree that we grabbed hold of, and we waited for rescue.
Christians, are y'all okay? Because this is fucked. Like, this is absolutely horrendous. This AI generated photo is going all around on Facebook, of course. And the comments are like, amen in heaven, precious girls. The emojis in this is killing me. Children drowned, guys. One by one, they ran into his arms. Yeah, sure. Can you imagine being one of the parents of these children? I would imagine that they plugged pictures of the real children in too to kind of generate this image. And you're scrolling through Facebook and you see the water, them running through the water like this. For whatever reason, this one really sent me over the edge. That somebody thought it was appropriate to not only make this, but share it all over the place. There's 1,400 likes on this post alone. Using the deaths of children to try to make yourself feel better about your own mortality, which is what I think religion entirely is just sick. It's sick, guys. If you see this image, please report it. Please report it, because I don't, like, be so for real. Christians.
If you have been following the flooding in Texas, there's a lot of people who are asking questions about how prepared the summer camp was, Camp Mystic. They've confirmed that 27 people, including counselors and mostly little girls, went missing and have been killed, and there's several other people that they're looking for. And so here what we do at Scripps News is we look for any sort of paperwork that would help give clues as to what happened. So we filed what's called an open records request, and we asked for the inspection records. They provided years worth of inspection records, but this is the one that's most interesting because it happened on July 2nd. An inspector was there on site, and they cited that there was no deficiency or violation that was cited while they were there. And this is the most interesting part. There's a slew of things that they look for. They look for how well the kitchen's working and sanitation and first aid and all sorts of things that they're checking the box off to make sure that people are going to be okay at this camp and that the license should be renewed or maintained. But this is one of the things they're also looking for is there a required emergency plan? Now, in the plan, a camp must be prepared for all sorts of things, including a disaster like a flood or a tornado. They need to be prepared for a serious accident, an epidemic, or fatality. And the inspectors come and check to make sure, is that plan in place? Is staff trained on this? Do people know where the plan is and what the plan is to evacuate? And all of these things, the box was checked yes. Now, what we also learned after talking to people who represent the state, the health department, they said the state isn't really looking at the substance of the plan and is this plan going to hold up during the course of a disaster, just that the plan exists. The camp itself is responsible for its own safety plan. This morning, I did reach out to the camp to see if they would share their emergency plan. Obviously, this is a very difficult, traumatic time for them, and perhaps in the future they may share that, and we'll be able to see whether or not they followed that plan. We have also asked for records for other camps in that county, but we haven't received them yet at Scripps News.